This is going to be the only guide you will ever need for the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered. So the first thing you've got to do is obviously come over here, press on new game and hit yes, start a new game. All right, when it comes to picking the perfect race, depending on your playstyle, you're going to have to pick whatever the fucking race you want. I'm so sick of all of these YouTubers saying you got to pick this race to be any good. You got to pick this birth sign. You need to have these class. You need to have these major skills and these minor skills. None of it matters. Play the game however the hell you want. This is a single player role playing game. You don't need to min max and have the perfect class and the perfect birth sign and the perfect major skills, because none of it matters. None of it. It doesn't matter if you picked a red guard with a warrior birth sign and you made your own specific class with all melees. You can be 20 levels into the game, halfway through the entire game, and suddenly decide, it, I want to play a mage, and it'll be completely fine. You can completely throw away the sword, pick up a spell, and just start learning spells, and you can play the game completely fine. There's about 3,300 guides on how to get the absolute best weapon and armor, being Umbra, below the Imperial City. Do you want to know how I found that weapon and armor back in the day? I was strolling around on that main road around the Imperial City, just investigating, and I went, I'm gonna walk in here. And then I found this person and I went, their shit looks cool. And I went to hit this chick and holy crap, I'm pretty sure she like 2-hit me. So I then made it my life's mission to try and figure out a way to kill her back in the day. And I got her to follow me all the way to the Imperial City and took her in the Imperial City and got the guards to kill her for me. This is back in 2005 because there was no guides. And then once I actually got her armor and weapon, it was the greatest feeling in the world because I found this thing on my own. But nowadays everyone's just going there straight from the start. They leave the sewers, they go straight down there, they cheese this chick by either shooting arrows from a pillar or making her fall down onto the spikes or taking her all the way to the Imperial City straight from the start, and they get the gear knowing that it's going to be one of the best gears in the game, and then the whole game's boring and easy. What's the point of playing? The whole problem with this is this game was designed back in a day before guides really existed. Do you know what guides used to be back in the day? Back in ancient times, games actually used to come in a case-like structure like this, and the games were actually on this cylindrical disc right here that you put into your console, and it actually made the game work and run on this. Yes, a physical thing. Games were physical. But alongside the game, you'd actually have this magical thing here, and this was the guide. And you know what everyone did with these guides? 99% of people either threw them away or they just lived in the case forever and no one ever looked at them. They never left the case. Well, I'm probably the 1% that actually looked through, because I read this thing from like back to front, front to back, side to side. I'm pretty sure I even took this thing on a 14-hour drive from my house while my parents are driving all the way to the Gold Coast when we were going to Movie World, and I was literally using street lamps to read this thing at night because I was obsessed with this game back in the day and it was my life. This thing is incredible, by the way. It has absolutely everything in it, from your controls, how quests work, all the skills and how they work. This thing even has races and how they add attributes and take away from you. Oh, we're getting off topic. So basically all I'm trying to say is play the game however you want. It doesn't matter what race you pick. It doesn't matter what class or birth sign you pick. It doesn't matter about your major and minor skills. This game was designed back in the day before the internet really existed for you to be able to play it however the hell you want. We need to stop listening to all these YouTubers telling us we need to do this, we need to do that, we need to go here first, we need to complete this quest. I'm guilty of it, and you should probably stop watching me because I'm being a hypocrite, because I myself have videos saying do this to max out this level, do this to get this, and it kind of takes away from the game. So maybe this is a wake-up call for me to change the kind of content that I am putting out and try and be better for you guys so that yous don't fucking watch this shit. There is obviously place for guides and videos to help you out, and if you ever get stuck with a certain thing or a puzzle or something, you can look that up. Or if you don't quite understand spell making, enchanting, or alchemy, these are the kind of things that you should be looking up if you ever get stuck, to try and get a thorough understanding of how these systems work in the game. But when it comes to finding the best weapon, the best thing, the best armor, the best way to level up these things, how to complete this quest line easier, it just kind of ruins the game in my opinion and takes away from the mystery and the way the game should be played out. The best thing about this game is you just let out of the sewer and left to your own devices to explore, to start experiencing the world. The most memorable and exciting things I have from playing Oblivion 20 years ago was just walking around saying, I'm going to head in this direction and see what I find, and finding things like incredible structures that you can make your home, or just random groups of enemies, or massive gigantic enemies that drop incredible weaponry, or just stumbling down into a cave that you thought would be absolutely nothing and it has some of the best armor and weapons in the entire game. And you just can't get the exact same feeling if you're watching a guide or a video which tells you exactly where to go to get these things. It's way more rewarding and a better feeling when you find these things on your own, exploring and experiencing the game in its glory. Anyway, that's the nuts and guts of it in my opinion. So do whatever you want. It's your game. Enjoy it. If you want to watch them guides and min-max and get to absolute best thing and your guy is superhuman and do all the super duper things, then watch those guides. But if you want to actually experience the game and enjoy yourself a lot more, just stop watching these videos, go play the game. Anyway, cheers for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video and you want to see more dumb guides that tell you exactly how to play this game, make sure you hit that sub button because there'll be a lot coming. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. It'll really help me out. Peace. Did you know that Oblivion used to be on a flip phone back in the day? It's something new every day.